Heads, if you're watching, it's for the look. I don't light it. Yeah. Check this out, man. If you don't know,
check 1 2 1 2. What's good, world?
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. All that good stuff, man. However you want to put it. My mic sounds nice. Check 1.
Check 1.
You might know us from BVL.
Yes.
2 of the 4 horsemen, the almighty.
Yes.
4 horsemen.
Horsemen, baby. Both.
This brother next to me goes by the name of Parker Lewiz.
And this brother next to okay, go ahead. Do your thing.
Go ahead.
I thought we was back in the days of the Boulevard Atlanta type thing.
You're right.
You know, it is.
So hold on. So I'm gonna bring this brother on the side of me goes by the name of Parker Lewiz.
And this fine young gentleman on the side of me is named Anwar HighSign, and you are currently watching everything you didn't know you needed.
You did. Now, just so you know what you never knew you needed, this is the new spinoff featuring myself and brother Parker Lewiz. We'll be tackling some different things, some things that are a little different than the normal BVL. Pardon me, y'all. I'm blowing up over here. Some stuff that's a little different from the norm, what you would find on BVL. A lot of times it'll be artists that, me and PL engage in, that we enjoy, that the brothers don't necessarily enjoy. So,
correct.
We figured in the interest of covering it all, because we are all super hip hop dudes. Me and PL wanted to hop off over to the side, have a little powwow with y'all, and then we're gonna hop back over to you feel me? So right now, we're doing the inaugural trial run introduction, first coronation.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that.
Exactly. And, we figured we'd do this little holiday, almost year-end wrap-up. And then in the new year, me and PL will come back and hit you guys, tap in with you guys proper, like.
Yiddy.
So PL, you explain to them what we're going to do today, my brother.
Today, we're just going to run down through some topics. Your typical hip hop year and stuff, but with a twist.
It is the end of the year.
Yeah, we're close. We're pushing it.
Man, it's what, the 25th, 24th,
25th? Today is the 25th of November. Happy birthday.
We started from the bottom, and we still here at the bottom.
It is.
But it is the end of the year. So we wanted to hop out in lieu of that and, hit y'all with some picks and some things of that nature, you feel me?
Correct. I'm just a little forewarning. This is not going to be like your typical show. We ain't going to sugarcoat too much or nothing. We really going to try to keep it as real as we possibly can. Give you our genuine thoughts, our genuine views on everything. No holding back. With that being said, let's start off with our first topic of the day. The best song of the year so far. Mr. HighSign,
the best song of the year so far.
Yes.
All right. So disclaimers before we get too deep into this, man. I know y'all see the glow on my face. I got the little scented candle, I got the effervescence.
You got the ambiance.
To keep my body now freshened. All right, boom. I'm terrible at these things. I just want that to be known. So like sometimes I have a hard time even coming up with when you put me on the spot, like, yo, the favorite thing of the whole year of 2020. I'm like, what even came out? I don't know. What's music?
So start drawing a blank and everything.
So I had to dig deep for some of these things. Some of them will be sort of hot takey, based on what I could remember at the time, how I just went with it as it came out today. Best song is gonna be a song that your jaw is gonna drop. You never saw this coming, I promise you.
I thought I was gonna be the one with that one, but go ahead.
Nah, I got you beat. I promise you. J Electronica, Universal Soldier.
Woo!
J Electronica,
I'm
Universal
not mad,
Soldier.
bro.
Man,
I'm
when it
not
comes
mad.
on, he be like, Bismillah. I feel it rippling in my body. I'm like,
I'm not mad.
Let's go.
I'm not mad at that one.
feel
Those drums
kingly.
on that joint are sick.
I feel kingly. I feel regal.
Who produced that joint? Do you remember?
No, but I can find out real quick.
Okay. I can't remember who. I want to say that's No ID.
I think it was him. I think he did it.
That's No ID, right?
No, I think J Electronica did it.
Oh, wow.
Produced it. Because he produced a lot on the album.
Okay.
On the logo. But he did produce a lot on the album.
Okay.
I got it right here. Yep. Yeah, that was J Electronica.
Wow.
Featuring is James Blake on that one? I think that's the one with James Blake in the back.
Is it?
Yeah. Don't give me the line though. Not yeah. James Blake on the background. So you hear that singing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's James Blake. But I love it all, man. So that's my pick for the best song of the year. But what I'm really interested in is the Hot Take Kings pick for the best song of the year. Because brother, you be messing me up on the show when you be you come out of left field with some of the wildest hot takes I've ever heard in my life, bro. And
I got another one.
Okay, lay it on me.
I got another one.
Lay it on me. I'm gonna sip my drink.
Okay. You're gonna need a shot. You're gonna need a drink. You're gonna need it after this.
Oh, I'm gonna wait then. Hold on. All right.
Ready.
I'm ready.
My pick for song of the year happens to be the bonus track, Spicy.
Oh man. That makes so much sense.
That's my joint.
You've been talking about Spicy since it came out, fam.
That's my joint, man. I'm not gonna hold you.
For those that don't know, Spicy, the bonus track on Nas's latest album.
Yes. On the Grammy-nominated King's Disease.
Grammy-nominated.
Nas. Congratulations, Nas. Hopefully it's set up for him to actually win a Grammy.
Yeah, here's my Grammy hot take. A lot of people, y'all may not realize, but Nas has never won a Grammy.
Right.
I think that they will finally give Nas a Grammy, but I don't know. For me, it's kind of hollow. Not like I'm winning the Grammy, but it's kind of hollow for me because it touches me in the same way as when, assuming he wins, y'all, it touches me in the same way as when like Tyler won his Grammy, or more so when everyone was like, my beautiful dark twisted fantasies, it's a masterpiece. But it was after you snubbed me for late registration and graduation and 808s and heartbreaks, and then you were like, okay,
want another hot take?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Of course, for the record, I always want the hot takes.
He's not gonna win. I can tell you who's gonna win.
Okay, because do we know who's nominated? Who's nominated?
It's
Freddie and Alchemist.
It's Freddie and Alchemist, Nas, D Smoke, the
Allegory, Royce 5'9".
Correct, and crap, one more.
And J Electronica.
Thank you. He won't win either. I guarantee you, I can't guarantee it, but I've got a strong inclination.
You said D Smoke about to get the Grammy?
Gibbs and Alchemist.
Come on, stop it.
Okay.
They're not giving the Vice Lord a Grammy, fam.
Okay. Watch.
I'm watching.
Watch what I tell you.
I'm watching. It would be.
And when it happened, don't be like,
it's amazing to me either. It's amazing to me either.
B, how you see the tea leaves like that, son?
I'm going to take a drink to that one, tea leaves.
I'm trying to tell you. They snub Nas again. They snub Hove too. and it goes to Lambo,
Yeah, but
Lambo, and
this is the
Forget It.
difference between those two instances. Nas is this sounds ugly when I say it, but I don't mean it this way. But Nas is the only like really major artist. Like, you know, you have Nas who's like, if you say Nas and Jay, like, of course, these guys are all extremely well known, critically acclaimed, fan acclaimed, including me. I'm a fan of like most of the cats on this Grammy nomination I listen to regularly, right? But what I mean is like, you know, on the Grammys, you'll see like, oh, it's Jay-Z and Nas and Pharrell and The Weeknd and Drake and that. So I mean like stars, like I'm a major music star.
Yeah.
I feel like because of that, Nas has the edge over everyone else. It's a very strange lineup, to be sure. That whole like okay, D Smoke being nominated is cool. It feels out of left field because at least on this side of the map, I'm on the East Coast, so
It
maybe
feels weird on this side too.
Okay, I didn't hear a lot about him this year. I feel like I heard more about him last year. But, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know the release dates. Maybe that's what he's not. Whatever. So it's kind of peculiar to me. Then
shout out to D Smoke though. The album
shout out to D Smoke. I don't mean it that way. I don't mean it in the sense that he's not.
Right. It just came out of left field. Like, wait, what? You see the names and then you see his, and it's like, and then his name was first.
Yeah. Is it
like
an
his was the first
order?
name now? And it's like, wait, what?
Is it an alphabetical order though?
No, I don't think so. It might be, but I'm high. I can't tell you. It might be. It might be. But man, that his name among
it's the best when you don't expect it.
It's not. It's not. And that's not a slight to him. That's just to show you how dope the album is. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, exactly. So you got him, which is kind of out of left field. Gibbs and Alchemist being nominated at all is way out of left field, especially because that record was independent. Yeah. I don't know. So I don't know. I know it did very well.
Very well.
That was like out of left field. I wouldn't expect anyone on the Grammy board to know who either of those guys are, even though like they love "We Don't Make It." Jay Electronica, I really didn't see him getting nominated.
Really?
Honestly, ever. I didn't see him getting nominated ever. I always kind of looked at him as being a little too heady for them, for that board. But what do I know? You know, I'm on the outside looking in. I'm a fan like everyone else.
Yeah. Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Right. It was like it was nice to see that other than probably like one or two people that you could probably throw like, yo, how did they forget him? It's like they might have not gotten it wrong. You know what I mean? Like I might have.
I mean, all right. So that leads me to, you segued me into something that's kind of bothering me today.
Okay.
Which is the complaints about the Grammys.
Okay.
Because we go through this every year.
Yeah.
And while I appreciate the reasons for the complaints, even though in the echo chamber that we're currently existing in, I think that it's possibly being turned into something different, something not too pleasant.
Okay.
Something that I don't really like, something that exists in a vacuum chamber that's very like much a social media argument. But let's set that aside. Someone told me something that Wale said that I really agreed with, where he said, according to the person who told me, he said, it's the principle of the thing.
Okay.
You know, like we keep talking about it because it's not so much that it's just the principle of the thing. It's not like an issue of like give these people this or give these people that. It's the principle. And I really appreciate that. But then at what point, you know, speaking to the general public at large, I guess at this point, at what point does it being the principle call for you to go, okay, not going to fight this battle anymore, just going to remove myself and do my own thing over here, like we always do at this time.
Yeah.
You know, and instead of that, like, okay, because for those who don't know, and we all probably know at this point, you have to submit your music to the Grammys for consideration.
The Recording Academy.
The Recording Academy. So you got to do that. And I don't know. It's strange to me that instead of just no one submitting, that we keep being like, yeah, but y'all, look what you're doing every year. But look what they've done. Look, what is this? They never get it right. Okay. If they never get it right.
Summer Walker's manager, Justice, made a great point because she got snubbed. I think she probably had the best R&B album of the year, and she didn't even get nominated. But he made a great point. He was like, "Yo, we about to pick a new award show. We about to really do it, whether it's the BT, the Source Awards, the whatever awards, dude. We about to set up something and we about to do our own thing." And like, yo, like, not for nothing. Why we ain't done that like sooner?
I like that move right there.
Like, why we ain't done that sooner? Like, yo, we gonna pick one of these joints and we gonna make it the new cool in thing.
I like that plan way better. I'm gonna keep it real.
Like, they don't know nothing about them NERDSoul awards though.
I mean,
say that again.
They don't know nothing about them NERDSoul awards though.
Okay.
Y'all can't hear our omniscient voice on y'all's end, but NERDSoul is in the building as well.
NERDSoul.
He's also manning the chats, but only we can hear him unless he, you know, punches in for y'all. We're not gonna get that spicy this episode, but he's saying that they didn't say anything about the NERDSoul Awards, which we really need to, you know, we need y'all help jumping it off. We need y'all help, you know, picking the board members. Need y'all help, you know, maybe one of y'all got a venue out there or something. You hear me?
Man,
your boys slide in,
make
a couple tables.
Man.
Yeah, and we get the NERDSoul Awards popping. We should do that actually. That should be the BVL year end.
NERDSoul, like the NERDSoul Awards. Man.
I like that.
All right. Back since we're on the topic of albums, Grammys and hip hop albums. What was your best album of the year?
This is another one that I had a real hard time even figuring out what all was out. So many things kind of came in combos and waves and then nothing. And then, so I just went with someone that's closer to the home team for me. A producer by the name of Preservation.
Okay.
He's worked with Ka. He's worked with Mos Def, Yasin Bey, aka Mos Def. He's worked with some notable cats, Makami. He's worked with some notable cats, and he dropped an album this year that I felt was excellent and went a little further under the radar than I am okay with. And my God, Preservation, his album Eastern Medicine, Western Illness. And I think that is my album of the year, my favorite of the year.
Dope.
And I urge you all to check it out. And if you let's get it out. You know, if you cop that, I don't know if they're still available, but if you cop it on the little deluxe cassette edition, your boy is on there, featured on there as well. No bias, no bias. But your boy does have an exclusive song on there.
Ew.
Making moves. So yeah, check out that Eastern Medicine, Western Illness featuring Mott Kami, Ka, Rock Marciano. I want to say Nicholas F is on there. A lot of other notable cats, man.
Oh, you just piqued somebody's interest saying that name.
If he. All right, so what you got, brother? Best album. Crunch time.
My favorite album of the year. I like a lot of albums this year. I was quite surprised by a lot. The album though that I kept coming back to was Harry Fraud and Currency. The Outrunners. That album.
The Outrunners.
Sheesh. Fam, that might be the best production by Harry Fraud I have ever heard. Currency
certain people, man. When he gets with certain people, like the matchup is so crazy.
Currency and Harry Fraud and French. Like anytime he links with them, like fam, they're not missing.
Nah, they never
They're
miss.
not missing.
They don't miss.
We've had this conversation. Currency is one of my favorite rappers of like all time.
Sure.
Yeah, man. That album is fire. I want to say a quick honorable mention though. If I could.
Yeah, what we got honorable mention wise?
The Pop Smoke album, Aim for the Stars, Shoot for the Moon, Aim for the Stars.
Yeah.
That album, like for me, man, it's like I love albums that albums drop every Friday, B. New shit drop every Friday. For me to come back to your album at least once a week,
yeah,
you got something, fam. You got something. So yeah, an honorable mention to the Pop Smoke album, and rest in peace to Pop.
Rest in peace to Pop Smoke, man. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit later too. All right. Okay. So boom. So I'm gonna switch these around a little bit.
Okay.
I kind of want to do the best, and then the other thing.
Let's do it.
So best alternative album. I'm curious to hear where you go with this. Now I think if I'm understanding how you were spinning this category to me, how we're looking at alternative today is maybe an album that experimented more or went a different direction. Maybe it's a hip hop artist, but maybe they took the record in a direction that you didn't expect or somewhere where they don't normally go. And so you kind of it's hip hop, but it's kind of not. You kind of can't categorize it exactly in the same box. Okay. So you would say alternative.
Right.
So who you got, brother?
I got two.
Go ahead. I think I got two. I think I got two as well.
And I've literally been championing these two all year. I don't want to limit it to an album. For me, it's best alternative artist, just period, for this year. Because I think that both of these two artists dropped the best albums in their, like, that alternative. Like, I'm hip hop, but kind of not really. Like, I could jump into, like, different lanes. I might be rock, I might be this, I might be that, I might be whatever. Right. But that Tame Impala album.
Fire.
Fire. Between that Tame Impala album and that 070 Shake album.
Also fire.
Those two albums, I want to say they both dropped early this year, before the pandemic hit. Right. Like before we were all locked inside. Both of these albums out, and oh my God, they sounded great outside. They sound great inside. Like,
yeah,
I listened to both of those albums at least once a week since they've dropped.
I am really not mad at your choices, man. Both fantastic records, both real dope records, man. I definitely dig that team. I got to listen to the Shake again. I only peeped that one time, but I was rocking with it.
Man,
but that team is like,
it's crazy that it's one dude doing all of this, man.
Yeah,
it's one dude.
That's crazy, man.
Like, that's is crazy. He like? It's like every time I think of Tame Impala, I think of In Living Color, the Hey Man. I fly the plane and I put in the gas and I put all the people on the plane. That's like, yo, I play the guitar, I play the drums, I write the lyrics, I sing the songs, I record it all, I engineer it.
That's a different level. That's a different level right there. That's a different level. We on a new level.
Man, shout out to Tame Impala, man. Oh my God. Tame Impala.
So this was another category that was kind of hard for me to pick.
Okay.
But I pulled two out of my hat.
Okay.
That may satisfy the court. So one is Circles by Mac Miller.
Okay.
Who's obviously was a hip hop artist, but on this record, much more melodic, mostly singing, much more melodic, co-produced by John Bryan, and
legendary John Bryan, and
the legendary. When Mac Miller passed, the family asked him to pick up the baton and run the album to the finish line, and he did a fantastic job. It's a very heartfelt record. First record by Mac that I copped. And fire record, man. Fantastic record. And the other one is by a young artist that I personally like, that I know you don't really get too much into.
Okay.
BK the Ruler. Nirvana.
Okay.
Her album dropped. BK the Ruler. BK the Ruler is out of Atlanta, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hip hop. It's rapping. There's some singing on it too, but people don't know this. But the trap music that I like tends to be kind of off the cuff. The stuff that I really, really like, it's kind of off the cuff. It's kind of strange.
It's like, if you're going there, I'm going all the way there. I can dig it. I can dig it.
The deliveries are real weird a lot of times. Like the lingo is kind of wacky. The ad libs are definitely wacky. And she falls in that category. Like I have a strange trajectory with her, because when I first heard her, I didn't like it at all. I felt like she was like so far ahead of the pocket. And I was like, yo, why is she doing that? Like, this is like these new cats, wow, like what are they doing? And somehow over time, like I was just intrigued by that record. I kept going back. Her first record, Love Santana. I just kept being intrigued and going back to it. And eventually it just grew on me. And I started it like clicked for me. And I was like, okay, like I get it. I can't explain it to you, but I get it. So that's my other one, man. And I got a song that I want to mention too. Okay. But there's no album to it. It just was a single. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
No, go
ahead. Exercise those demons real quick.
I'm gonna get it. I got it together. You go ahead.
All right, cool. I don't want to call be real on you, man.
I'm putting it out.
So boom. Nez, N-E-Z, has a song. It's a guy named Nez, producer. Might be producers, might be a duo.
M-E-Z or N-E-Z?
N-E-Z.
Oh, okay. There's a rapper from Atlanta named M-E-Z, Mez.
Nah. Nez.
Okay.
N as in no.
Okay.
N-E-Z. And it's featuring Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
Oh, let me make sure I get the exact name. Or Mike might be doing that. WYLDYOUNGSTA.
Okay.
WYLDYOUNGSTA featuring Schoolboy Q by Nez featuring Schoolboy Q. Fire.
Will check out. I will check it out, man. I will check it out. You know I like different.
That joint goes crazy.
Okay.
So, and it's different. You know, it's different. It's alternative.
Okay.
We ain't going to explain it. Let's continue on.
Gotcha.
Let's continue on. Let's hit best verse and then we'll do best verse of 2020. All of y'all looking at this now, later, in the future, in the past, wherever you at in the time continuum. Drop your best verse of 2020 in the comments because I need to see something.
Man, my best verse, you know, I might be the biggest Hove stand you'll ever meet in your life.
Yeah, you might be.
His whole, every one of his verses on the Electronica album. Every one of them.
He went crazy on the whole album.
He snapped. He broke a neck. He snapped.
That's facts. That's facts. You know I love more lyrical Hove. I love lyrical Hove. I don't like pop music dumb it down for you, Hove.
Like, oof. He snapped.
Yeah, he went crazy. Any song in particular though? Let's go. Let's dig deep. Let's narrow it down. Let's go further because it is best verse of the year. Blinding. That's the joint by Swizz Beatz and Hit Boy did that one.
Yeah.
In the light of the sun.
What he said? I'm high. Gotta call my.
Is that the one? Gotta call my son, sir.
Yeah, I call my son, sir. Yeah. So he ain't even out his rumper. Like what?
Yeah, crazy. Going crazy.
The Universal Soldier joint.
I'm the leader of the Geechee Army.
Fam, that joint.
Geechee Army.
That joint, yeah, fam. His whole efforts on that album.
Crazy. He got in his bag on there. I definitely agree. This one's gonna be someone that I don't think you've heard this record. I kind of have two that I've been debating over, but I have one that's a little more of a favorite. Ka put a record out this year.
Okay.
Called Descendants of Cain.
Okay.
The last song on the album is called I Love. Mimi Mom's Kev is dedicated to his wife, his mom's, and his best friend who passed.
Okay.
This song is amazing.
Yeah.
That first verse of that song that's dedicated to his wife. Chef's kiss.
Damn.
I think that might be my favorite verse this year. Just the way he talks about how when they met, he was in this certain type of vulnerable place. You know, things that a lot of young Black men deal with: low self-esteem, poverty, low sense of self-worth, no one noticing their talents. Or if they do notice their talents, like downright dashing their talents, slamming their talents on the concrete.
Yeah.
And so he deals with, you know, like meeting her and the growth of their relationship over the years and the impact that she's had on helping him to reach completion as a human being and a man. Fantastic verse, yo. Fantastic verse. So, you know, I had that. But there's another verse that I love to death from this year, and it comes from your man and mine, Frederick Gibbs.
Okay.
From his album With the Alchemist, the Grammy-nominated Alfredo album. The song Something to Rap About.
My predicted winner.
That verse right there. God made me some crack, so I'd have something to rap about.
Which joint?
That's the name of the joint. Something to rap about.
Okay.
That verse, that's the joint that features Tyler.
You're right. I didn't
That
really
the
care for
verse on
Tyler's
that
verse.
joint.
I'm a huge Tyler fan. I didn't really care for his verse, but Gibbs killed that. Like murked it.
I'm gonna agree with you, man. Yeah, that verse didn't connect for me, man. But I love Tyler. Like Igor is brilliant. Boy, is that brilliant. That's the kind of album that, like, if you're an artist, that album could make you like feel away. Like, damn, I'm really not good.
Side note. That Igor album and that Tame Impala album sound very similar sonically.
In terms of the mix.
The mixes, the sounds, they sound very like, even like some of the, not so much as the instrumentation, but maybe melodies. Like, they have a lot of correlation between those two albums.
Wow.
A lot.
Right,
I don't know if it's purposely.
I'm gonna go back.
Please
As
back.
As Arca would say, I'm an A and B it.
Go back, man, because those two albums sound sonically, to me, sound a lot alike. Like a lot alike.
I'm gonna peep it.
All right, man. What else we got? What we got?
We have a category that I was looking forward to.
Okay.
The MVP of the year.
I think we might have the same MVP.
I'm pretty positive we have the same MVP.
I think we have. I think we do. You want to go first?
Chicago's own.
The very own, and rest in peace to his homie that just passed away.
Rest in peace to his little bro, King Von.
Side note, man. Hold on.
Let's talk about it.
Man, I might go off on one of them Joe Budden tangents right now. I low-key feel it coming.
All right, come on.
Man, Mike, how long have we been rolling, if you can tell me?
We've been on 39 minutes and 7 seconds.
We almost 40 minutes in, and I've said RIP at least 3 or 4 times today. Fam, what we doing out here?
I'm going to talk about it on another
I know, that's one of my two, on another joint. But fam, what we doing out here?
I don't know. I'll just speak on it right now. To let the cat out the bag a little bit. One of the questions that we have on our docket is things that you're not feeling from 2020. Things in hip hop that you're not feeling. The top 3 things that you're not feeling. And one of my 3 things, matter of fact, the first thing that I came up with was the deaths in hip hop. King Von, Pop Smoke,
Mo
recently. Who else? A lot of people.
King Von.
Mentioned King Von.
Just too many, man. Like, what are we doing, man?
And all of these guys are under 30.
Fam, what we doing?
They had their whole lives ahead of them. And they were pretty much either on top of the world or headed to the top when they got clipped off or died in some other way.
Fam.
And they didn't get the chance.
Juice WRLD,
we can't forget. That's who I was grasping for. My whole thing is these guys are being snuffed out left, right, and center.
Damn.
And a lot of times they're being shot, shooting at people, and they're trying to prove things and dying behind things that if they were fortunate enough to live another 20 years, they would think are stupid things. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're dying over things that at 40 they would be like, boy, why was I tripping?
It's sad, fam.
Yeah, it's getting to me. It's bothering me really deeply.
It really is, fam. I'm sorry we had to jump off tangent, but yeah, it's really bothering me. Like you said, we'll both touch that because that's number one on my list as well.
What?
But yeah, back to MVP. Chi-Town's very own, O Block's very own.
Dirky
Lil Durk is MVP of 2020. Who had between him and Lil Baby? Because for me, it was a toss-up. I'm not gonna hold you. Between them two dudes, who had a better 2020?
And y'all might not know, but Lil Baby is my guy. I rocks with Lil Baby. I started listening to the latest album, and I was like, yo, he's going crazy. This album is going crazy right now. But Durk, man, came through on a couple of clutch songs, a couple clutch feature appearances. Then on top of that, has a little like proxy war with the rat, with the snitch, and then drops a couple heaters of his own this year.
I mean, fam,
it's my guy, man.
We didn't mention him for verse of the year, but he killed the Drake joint. He killed the Meat
I got
joint.
Problems with that Drake joint, man.
Like that Meat joint, that Pain Away joint, fam.
From that quarantine pack.
Fam. Like he killed the joint. The joint that the single he released.
I don't like the Hamza. I don't like that joint, man. You know this. And you know this.
That's my joint. I ain't gonna hold you.
He let Dirk got 3 3/4 bars on that joint.
Come on, man. He got an 8, man.
Nah, man. It was not an 8. That was not an 8.
It
wasn't an 8, fam. It wasn't even an 8.
It was fam,
it was a
that,
6. Man. No, I'm serious.
We're not gonna do that.
I'm dead serious.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
You can count it. It was a 6.
He got an 8, man.
It was a 6, man.
It was an 8, man.
All right, I'm gonna count it, and I'm gonna prove it to you. I'll text you after this. I'll text you after this, or Mike might be able to count it while you.
It's an 8, man.
While you doing this song and dance. But regardless, I needed more. I needed more on that joint, man, from the boy.
If we got more on that, I wouldn't been mad. But I like the way that
the boy didn't let him shine, man.
I like the way the boy came back in, though.
All right, that's cool. He could have came back in after some more bars had passed. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, I definitely like his verse on the Meek joint too. That verse is crazy. He probably has a couple other features that we are not remembering right this second.
Right. And then his single, don't forget. His like you said, he's been killing the features. And then he dropped the single maybe a couple months ago with Black and Young Thug.
That wasn't a couple months ago. It just came out.
Oh, my bad. That might have been last month. But
it might have been this month. I think
No. That was that single was October. That was October.
Yeah, it might have been like Halloween.
Yeah.
I think it was Halloween.
I remember that one. But yes, Dirk-Yo.
And I like that single a lot.
Dirk Valley.
No, it wasn't. It was this month. It was 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, I looked it up on YouTube. Young Thug and Black is the other person that's on the song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's the MVP. The most valuable player came through in the clutch. Dirk.
Man, I know that our usual BVL listeners, watchers, I should say, and listeners, because we pod too. Like, don't get that messed up. Mr. NERDSoul's got all the channels lined up. You can catch us everywhere.
Any
But
way you need to, baby.
I know that our usual BVL audience are just bugging right now. Come on to the dark side. You know you want it. Like all them songs and artists that y'all keep hearing about that don't really be doing that boom bappy stuff. You know, that trappy trap stuff that people be talking about. Come on to the dark side.
Come on, baby.
You know you want us.
Listen, all you have to do is allow yourself to love
free
it.
your mind. In the words
You don't
of
have to feel
Vogue,
guilty.
free your mind and the rest will follow.
You don't have to feel guilty, and you don't have to choose.
Yes,
You have all of it. You get to have
you
all
can
of
like it all. You can. It's okay. I promise.
So,
Since we already touched on it, let's go ahead and go to the 3 things that we are not feeling in hip hop this year.
yeah.
I believe we both have a common number 1. We've already touched on that. So give me 2 more, Highsign.
All right. My second one is the homogenization.
Oh God.
Struggle / protest music.
Okay. Okay.
People have turned.
Can you please explain that for? I know what you mean, because
people have turned protest music. This is anti-establishment music. This is music that comes out of the discord of society that defines a time. This is music about the struggles of the common man, the working man, the man of color, the woman of color, the working woman, the mother, the father, the child. The struggle of those people. For some reason, in 2020, maybe it's because we've all had to sit down a lot more than normal, but for some reason, the expression of that music has been absolutely milquetoast, standard Ritz cracker with no salt on it.
Ooh.
Fake
milk
faux,
toast.
Fake faux, no teeth, no nuts, having air quote struggle music, air quote protest music.
And like my boy,
what are we doing?
Arthur would do.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What is this freaking?
I feel you, fam. I think we had this conversation.
Corny ass sociology class, step and fetch it version of protest music y'all doing.
We had this convo, man. I told you, like, in a time where you can't go outside really like that, like you normally could, people now have to switch it up a little bit and give you songs of content, and they might not know how to do that. That might not be their bag. That might be their lane, their avenue, their city. They don't have no jurisdiction doing that. But due to the climate, they got to throw something out there like that. So it's like, there's a song, I can't think of who it is, but like one verse is like selling crack, and then the second verse is like, I love my black people. And it's like, fam.
He ain't saying no names, y'all know who.
Like, fam, like,
oh man.
I don't understand what we doing here. Like,
what are we doing?
They're not used to making that type of music, but due to the climate, they got to throw something out there to not look weird. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. It looks weird that they threw something out there. They look weird because they did. You're right.
Us.
You're right.
To
You're right.
us.
You're right. You're right. To us, they look weird. That's facts.
Because to the general consensus, it's like, oh man, it's about time such and such made a song about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to us, it's like, nah, fam, go back to doing what you do because you doing this ain't you. Like
Hey, real quick.
I understand your need to want to say something, and as a hip hop supporter and lover, I appreciate you using hip hop to be your weapon of choice.
Your
What
conduit to the people.
Right. Like I appreciate that you using bars to get your point across and say something of substance because like for the last couple of years, there's been a lack of substance from people that are from let's quote unquote mainstream artists. You know what I mean? The substance has kind of been diluted a little bit. You know what I mean? I think with all that's going on this year, that we've kind of substance is back in a big way. But like I said, man, not everybody is good at making them joints.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick.
Substance.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick. First,
I hear you in headphones.
First of all, where's Ja? Second of all,
he says, first of all, where's Ja?
Also, shouldn't Chance the Rapper drop something like around this?
All
this
right,
is
I lost my connection with NERDSoul. Logged off from NERDSoul. He was saying some stuff about someone.
To answer your question, we can answer your question without naming that person.
Go ahead.
I think that particular person is not making music or has been very quiet aside from a few features because that particular person is trying to find themselves again.
Oh, hope so. I'll say on that.
I think that person, like I said, is trying to find the best version of themselves. There might be 100 joints in the clip. And he just be like, nah, this ain't it.
I hope they succeed with that mission, fam. I'm going to just leave it at that.
So I don't know. Maybe that person needs a new ear around them. I definitely think that may be the problem. I think that person needs a new set of ears around them because this artist is very talented.
Agreed. I'm not so confident that they're not too arrogant to accept a new set of ears and they think that their current sound.
No. I won't agree with. No. I think this artist is so bullheaded and confident and he'll have the best set of ears around them and be like, nah.
That's what it feels like to me.
Nah.
I don't want to touch it.
So it's like, I think that person has gone not rogue, but they've gone off the grid. They've gone off the grid. They'll give you some label contractual features for whatever, but fam, that person is still looking to find the best version of themselves. But where they look, hopefully they look in the right place. Is all I'm gonna say.
All right. So, what is your number 2, brother?
My number 2 that I'm not feeling.
Number 2 of your 3 things that you're not feeling in hip hop in 2020.
I'm not feeling. Fuck it, I'll say it. I'm not feeling the veteran rappers just chucking the new wave songs. I'll say songs that aren't so boom bappy, songs that fit with today's sound, made by today's artists. I am tired of these veteran rappers just throwing them at the end of the album like, here's a bone, kid. I don't like it.
I know who's got their I know whose
Because fam,
foot you
I
got. I
don't
know
like
whose
it,
foot
fam.
you got your
It
foot
was
on
my
a
song of the
couple
year.
people's
Why
neck.
is the I will jump out on the ledge, fam. You know me. Fam, why is the best song on that album the bonus song? Why is it even why does it have that
Best song is song. Okay.
connotation?
I
Like
I
it's
can
extra.
agree. I can agree with you. I don't think it's the best song on the album, but that's all a personal preference thing. But I can agree with you. It didn't need to be a bonus track. If you were gonna keep it, just slot it into the track listing somewhere,
That's all you had to do, fam.
and that's the album.
That's all you had to do,
Because
fam.
it doesn't really read like a bonus track to me.
Like and then Busta did it.
And then
He
ELE2.
released
But well, here
Reloaded
now
with 3 new songs.
this one I think is a little different.
Talk to me.
I don't look at them as bonus tracks because
Okay.
the wave now is to drop an album and then drop a deluxe edition. And all of Busta's campaign has fallen in line with the current way a hip hop album is marketed by a major artist.
Okay.
So he put the album out, then he turned around, he did the deluxe version of it.
So you on the deluxe version, just the 3 joints just so happen to be new wave sounding joints.
Gave him that iPhone S though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Firstly, I have to acknowledge that there are joints that on the mainline track list that sound like that. May not be a lot, but you have what's the joint?
One. Oh no.
Yeah, okay,
One.
but it's there. So the album is not anti that sound, but I also would say it's not an album that necessarily lends itself to those fitting smoothly in the track list.
I
in
disagree.
various places.
He could have weaved
I'm gonna
those
I'm gonna tell you why.
Because
you're pulling sonics from so many different years. The range of years that the album was made over. This album was made over the course of 10 years. So you have joints that, you know, the album to me feels like it's joints that not so much intrinsically fit together as so much as it's this song is a smash. This has to be on it. Okay, this is a thought that I needed to get out. This has to be on the album. It's not so much like what complements these, this one, and this complements that. Now we got a cohesive thing. The album's not honestly very cohesive. It's really not. It's just really not good. It's just so good. When it's good, it's so good that you can forgive that lack of cohesion. So, yeah, I think because of that, those joints kind of have no choice if they want to live comfortably than to live together at the end of the album.
I get it, man. I don't like it though, but I hear you. I
also don't equate being at the end of the album or being on the deluxe version as like those songs somehow being less than.
I mean, to us who know hip hop, who make music, who we know we do this shit, so we know that it's not quote unquote throwaways. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But again, to the general consensus, it looks that way. Like, oh, he had some extra joints, and he just threw it. Thank you. Like that's what it looks like. To us who know better, we know better. But to the general consensus, fam, that's what it looked like. Like, oh, he just had some Lucy's, and he just threw them on there and made it deluxe.
Couple
or he
leftovers.
Had this extra joint. Oh, he just threw it on there.
Couple leftovers.
If you don't do it, it makes it look away. And as like someone who considers himself a bridge between the older generation and the newer generation, You have to do a better way. It's almost like a diss. It's like you low-key being disrespectful to the kids.
I think you're reading too much into that one, my brother.
Oh no, fam. I might be, you know me, conspiracy Pete.
You are the conspiratorialist.
I might be. I might be. But it's low-key disrespectful, fam. Like why we keep throwing the kids shit, the new wave stuff at the end?
No, brother. I'm not going to allow you to die on this hill. It is not that drastic.
Okay.
If you can give me, all right, let's do this. Can you give me one more example? We got the Nas record. We have ELE2 Deluxe Edition. Can you even think of a
there aren't many more albums from that veteran group?
Did the Locks do that this year?
Who?
The Locks.
Did the Locks do that this year?
Mike asks, did the Locks do that this year?
Aha!
So I'm logging off Mike. Mike has chimed in to ruin my argument.
You. Mr. NERDSoul, always with
Thank you, NERDSoul.
Living off experience. The latest Locks album did a great job of blending all the sounds. You got classic locks, you got trap locks, you got club locks, you had all
I didn't really want club locks for the record.
That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there.
All right.
Neither here nor there.
All right.
The point that I'm trying to make,
got the romantic locks too.
That was an excellent example again by the man in the air.
Got romantic locks.
That was a great example.
And then the locks is right here.
That was a great example of blending
Jada Kiss,
new wave to today's stuff with their classics. They didn't just throw all the new wave joints at the end of the album. So here you go. They found a way to weave them within the album. Was my point.
Okay, all right.
Perfect example, Mr. NERDSoul.
All right. So what we got? We up to number 3 now.
Yes. What's your third thing that you're not feeling this year?
My third thing that I'm not feeling this year is the appropriation of murder. I might give it order, and I'm gonna give an honorable mention, but the appropriation of murdered Black folks by hip hop artists for tacky musical tit for tats, which is to say, when these artists get into it with each other or some goofy crap like that, some goofy-ish like that, then they'll say something slick or release a diss track, and then on the flip side of the coin be like, they still haven't arrested the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger stuff to be thinking about than that right now. Womp, you are trash. You are trash.
So we talking about we said we got too many CD4s in the game.
That's all I'm saying, man. Don't conflate the two. Don't put the two in the same. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Blase blah. Oh, they want to get on here and say such and so about me, but they don't want to mention that they did this and that and the other thing. And I'm saying it's like Breonna Taylor, they still didn't even arrest the people that killed Breonna Taylor, and you on here doing this? You on here doing this with me? Come on, bro. Come on, sis.
Are we talking about somebody on Twitter?
No, we're not. Well, yeah, we might. The man. We might be talking about somebody on Twitter, but we talking about people who did it on Twitter, people who did it on IG, people who did it on record.
Yeah, man.
They've done it any way you can think of this year. Man. I'm tired of it. Leave those tragic. Do not try to make those very real victims some sort of tragic ally to you and your stupid rat beef. That's whack. That's trash.
Yeah.
So that's my number 3. That's my number 3. And my honorable mention is, which I think we did touch on earlier, the Grammy complaints.
Yeah. 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 My third thing that I'm not really feeling this year is just how do I put this nicely?
Be real, son.
Why are you trying to put it nicely?
Because you have to play. Okay, you're right. This is us. We're not doing that. You're right. Where are people have been for the whole year, right? I hate the anticipation thing. I got something in the stash. I'm about to drop it. All right, yeah. I got something in the stash, fam. I just reloaded the clip.
This is actually me.
No, it's not you.
Before we even went on the air, I was like, yo, I got some songs that you and Sean gonna be mad at me about.
No. I know you're working. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about artists that have told me all year that they drop it. They might tease you with a joint here and there, but where you at?
Time keeps on slipping.
Into the future.
Talking about my mans.
I am.
Don't do that.
I am.
Don't do that. Don't talk about my mans, you know what I'm saying?
Where's that, fam?
It's not December, fam. My projections are for December.
Okay.
My projections are for December.
Okay.
Now, if they're off. Now, if next month we through with next month and my projections were off, you can publicly give it to the people. You can put me on the hot seat.
Okay. Don't timestamp. Earmark the timestamp.
I got you.
On January 1st.
Can I get a timestamp, NERDSoul? Come back. I'm dead ass holding to you. I'm dead ass gonna hold you to you. Okay.
At midnight, you're gonna get a phone call. You're gonna be like, Happy New Year,
I just don't like the bump faking, fam. When it comes to us, man, we have real fucking life to deal with, fam. There are reasons why we can't. Huh?
To be fair, some of these people have actually said nothing. It's been a lot of speculation about what's going to happen with them, but they haven't said anything.
These are people that never say anything. They have their people speak for them.
Okay, fair. All right. I tried it. Look, I tried it. All right.
Nah, we're not letting you get that off, son. Nah. That cape don't fit today. The cape don't fit today.
All right.
Nah. Good try though. But it ain't fit today.
So on that note, let's touch on your third.
That was my third.
Okay, I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Bugging. I'm like rapping in my head. It's like it was part of my shit. Anyway, never mind. So as we always do, as we usually do,
yes,
we have to flip it around and talk about. Or am I bugging? Are we not flipping around? No, we're not. I'm bugging. I read.
We're being optimistic.
Being optimistic. The 3 things that we're most looking forward to next year.
I can go 1, 2, 3 because mine are albums that I know that I have a great feeling are going to be monumental. One of them, I'm not even sure it's an actual thing, but I know it's coming out. I have a feeling in my bones, fam, that it's coming.
All right.
My
What's
number one is, of course, you know, I'm waiting on the certified lover boy. I'm not gonna hold you.
You are waiting on that certified lover boy.
I'm waiting on the
If
certified
you
lover
pop
boy.
up on BBL with the heart,
no, I'm not going. I'm not going that far. I'm
get the
not
heart
going
in your
that far.
Caesar, so I know it's real. Man. Like,
I'm not going that far, Tim. I'm not going that far. I'm waiting on that one. I'm anticipating that one to be
Nets
classic.
hat and slip that off and be the lover boy, and you put it down like Hove or something. You be lit.
I'm waiting on the certified lover boy. I'm waiting on the inevitable pusher response.
No, I thought you were gonna say the Pusher album.
That too.
The inevitable. If he makes a response, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Because it's coming.
But I think the only way he responds is if Drake like a response that's not a sneak diss. Because you know these guys like to go.
It would have to be a direct shot because nobody's
direct shot only occurs if Drake jumps out the window again.
Correct.
And he won't. He's been trying to bait Push to jump out the window for a year and a half now.
Correct.
I don't think, maybe 2 years now, because Scorpion was 2018. No, I give it a year and a half, because after Scorpion, we expected him to be done with it, but he wasn't.
Correct.
I don't think that Push pulls out the 50 cal with the long scope unless he gets a direct challenge.
No. I think at this point, you just got to say something that sounds like it might be directed at Push. And I think he's got the, like, remember, don't be a menace to a hood while drinking your juice and Sunset, whatever the hell that movie is. Marlon's got the he's got the Scud missile ready. Do we have a problem? Mm-hmm. I think Push has got one of them songs that's like ready, and he's like, "Yo, do we have a problem? Like, do I need to show you? Do you need to see this missile?"
I think so too, but I think that Drake's whole aim since that happened, Hamza's whole aim has been to lure him back out into open conflict, into an open theater of war, so that he can do it in whatever the revamped configuration that he went back and was like, oh, I should have did this and this and this. Let me bait him back out. And when he does this, I'm going to do this, this, and that, checkmate. And I really want to value Push as someone who has considered that consciously. Like, oh, you're trying to bait me out because now you have some revised plan and you want to.
But I think that Push is so confident in himself and his pen, and rightfully so, that, fam, go ahead.
Plus, Drake can't look like the aggressor.
It doesn't, at this point, it wouldn't matter.
Mike says Drake doesn't, you said he doesn't want to look like the aggressor?
Well, I'm saying he can't. You know, not I mean, you know his MO. He can't be the aggressor right now.
I think part of Drake's design is it's built in for him to make himself not look like the aggressor, even if he is. The way he frames the attack and himself allows people, especially like his seemingly non-threatening demeanor. This whole like persona is non-threatening.
For the most part, yeah.
And he knows it. And he uses it.
Yeah, to his advantage.
And, you know, like that's one of his most sneaky tools. His sneaky and dangerous tools if you're going to be in combat with Drake is that you're always going to look like the villain. Even if he attacks you first, even if he says the nastiest, most politically incorrect you know, attacking your mental health, attacking your well-being. Like he can say some really sharp things at times and just not be looked at as the bad guy. And people will always be like, oh, well, HighSign was the one. He, you know, he shouldn't have said.
Yeah.
He should have started and then he wouldn't be looking like this.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he gonna say something and then Drake says something back, but he's wrong.
I think that, like you said, man, he's not going
Nobody
to.
even knew about Pusha T until
He
Drake
can't really lose, though.
Who, Push?
No,
Aubrey?
Both of them.
Aubrey can't lose. Yeah, I agree.
Neither one.
Drake has the cachet to weather any storm at this point. I mean,
correct.
Push has the cachet to weather any storm. Like Push is a veteran. Push is a veteran at this point.
Neither one of them can lose. So it's like at this point, it's like, how many times I'm gonna let you poke the bear? You know what I mean? Because you've been poking the bear for 2 years.
That's fair.
I know you're gonna do some more beer poking on the Certified Lover Boy, and I'm dying to hear it.
Ooh. You know
that's what I'm saying.
You know I can't wait for the inevitable response
because it's coming.
You know what my theory about Certified Lover Boy is?
Yeah.
I think that it's going to be called Certified Lover Boy, but at least like 85% of it is going to be dedicated to
raps,
to mashing on Push and Ye.
Could be right, man. Could be right.
Looking forward to that in January.
And my third thing that I'm looking forward to, call it wishful thinking, call it conspiracy being conspiracying. But I think we're getting a Hove album this year, man, in 2021.
Yeah, possible. Yeah. It's possible. It feels like a good time for a Hove album.
I think we're getting one in 2021, fam.
I mean, he dropped one this year, so why not?
He technically, in response, sir, he technically did not drop an album. It was the debut album of a young man by the name of Electronica. I think we're getting an all Hove album in 2021.
Featuring Jay
Electronica.
And I
can't wait.
It's going to be Hove featuring Jay Electronica?
No, it's not. I don't think there will be a JLX sighting on this new Hove album.
Now I will challenge that. I think there will be.
I don't.
I think there will be a JLX feature on a new Hove album.
No. Everybody but.
Oh, Cap.
Everybody but. Like, fam, you dug me a part of my hole
right now.
You dug me a part of my hole to help you finish this album that's been sitting there for 10, 12 years. Now that I've got the juices flowing again, I want to record some tunes. What do I need you for?
He is the leader of the Geechee Army.
Go back to your wife, fam, and go live the life. Go ride your bike.
Damn.
Go ride your bike.
2021 on a beach cruise. Heard the projection here.
Man, those are my three things that I'm looking forward to for 2021.
All right. So my three things that I'm looking forward to are the incoming, infamous TDE onslaught that is certain to occur in 2021.
We'll see.
Where we will have new albums from K-Dot having hit the market. My projection for those that don't know is K-Dot's album is TDE's big fourth quarter plan. And I think he will surprise drop next month. PL says Kaepernick. Cap. So I'm like, okay, he says he's pump faking. I say, let's see. So when you heard us earlier say, hey, if my projections are off, you can We can talk about it on the show publicly. You can take me to court for it. But I think that's TDE's big fourth quarter plan, which means we will still be supporting the K. Dot album when your favorite album of 2021, Certified Lover Boy, comes out.
We'll see.
And we will likely see new Soul next year. We will likely see new Solana next year. We will likely see new Zay next year. We will potentially see new QWOP next year. And we will probably definitely see Eastside Johnny next year too.
So they just taking over like Khaled next year.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if Sir popped up just to put the cherry on top of the sundae.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. And then,
you know what's another possible scenario?
Huh?
You know what another possible scenario is?
Nah, bro, don't do
nothing.
This.
Man, one of the motherfucking albums dropping.
All right.
And you get a tweet every other month like, nah, man, we ain't ready yet. We working.
Listen.
Nah. Y'all ain't ready for this song, man. We working.
Listen, no matter what drops on TDE in 2021, there's one person who's sure to drop no matter what, and that's Reason. So if anything, we'll at least get a Reason album because that guy comes out with an album every 12 minutes, it seems like. He's ready.
And the album's fire, by the way.
He's ready to rock and roll. Yeah, Reason's ready to rock and roll. I have some more complex thoughts about Reason I'll share another time.
Okay.
My second is, like you said, wishful thinking. 2021 would be so nice if we saw the return of my patron saint and yours, Francis Ocean. A new Frank Ocean album.
We got a song like a couple months ago.
We got a couple songs. We got Dear April and we got the other joint. And they were both fire. Actually, hold on, was that series this year or did those
one of them was fire, the other one was all right.
Stop.
It was this year. Fire. Both of them were this year.
Okay. So I think it was two of them this year and then
two.
Yeah. So man, it's been next year it'll be 5 years, I think, since Blonde and Endless. And Frank usually takes his time. And he also did recently have a tragedy. It's reported that his younger brother was the victim of one of the victims of that fatal car crash that happened out on the coast. So yeah, I don't know if he'll have a lot that he wants to say right now. Rest in peace to Ryan. I don't know if he'll have a lot that he wants to say, but if he does, there's one person who's definitely here for it. This guy.
I'm there.
First name Yo, last name that guy.
Come on, Frank.
So that's my wishful thinking number 2. And number 3 is my album finally dropping in 2021. I'm looking forward to that.
Let's go.
So yeah. I got one more that you might be able to chime in on.
Okay.
That I forgot to bring up to you, but you might be able to pop it off on the top of your head. So
okay.
Your surprise. No, did you think of this? You might have thought of this. I might be bugging.
Okay. You know what I mean? No, this is you.
Surprise of the year.
Yeah.
Something that surprised you this year, fam. Might be a song, might be an artist. You might be like, wow, that album I thought that was going to be trash and it was amazing. Or it might go the other way. Or it might be, who knows what.
You know what really surprised me?
What's that?
You know when I knew the streets was really done?
Oh, talk to me.
When Rat Boy came home and broke the internet.
I'm halfway with you.
That surprised me, fam.
No, that one didn't
when he
surprise
broke
me.
YouTube with the video, when
that
he broke IG with the live. Fam, that's surprising.
You gotta
like,
understand.
Yo,
you
real?
gotta understand, man. Curiosity. We all just wanted to know what you could possibly have to say for yourself. We all wanted to know, what the heck is this song going to be about? This is your first song after being the most famous. You might have taken the throne as the most famous snitch in American history.
Yeah.
No hyperbole. No hyperbole.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
you might now be the most famous snitch in American history, arguably. Right?
Yeah.
What is this guy? Because I know what he was talking about when he went in. And then he did this. What could he possibly, what's he gonna do on this song? What is this gonna even sound like?
But
that morbid curiosity.
I get it. But I did not know that there were that many people that, because, okay.
What I'm saying is, don't conflate it with them supporting or liking it. We were curious. We wanted to know, but it's not like, it's never going to be like before when it was like, oh, who's this wild dude keep telling these people to do, yo, this song, but this song cool though. Like, I could turn up, okay, it was fun. That's never going to be the case again. It's never going to be Gummo again.
It is, though.
It definitely has seemed to decline, though.
It's not, fam, because people are not listening to 6ix9ine unironically. Everything he's done since that has gone down.
I understand.
And it'll continue to trend down.
You're not hearing me. Okay, right? Compared to the deal he signed to, compared to his level of stature, yes, he is falling off. He's not getting the clicks, the plays, and the views that he is accustomed to, right? But in the grand scheme of things, he's still getting hella views, hella likes, and hella
No, I do understand what you're saying.
And it's like, hey, wait, what?
No, I do understand. What I'm saying is, those views are tricky because they're not genuine. There's a swath of people who genuinely are fans, of course.
It's not everybody is just passing through to see the car wreck, fam.
No, not every. That's what I'm saying. There's a swath of fans that are genuinely fans. I think that they are not a majority. If you look at his song,
even still, I'm just saying there are the number, just the sheer. I am surprised by the sheer number of people.
I'm not. And I'm not surprised that it's taking longer than we maybe think it should for those numbers to level out and get down to the actual fans of his. I think it'll take a long time. I think it's happening faster than I honestly thought it would. It is happening faster than I thought it would, but I don't think that the curiosity has worn off yet.
Mm-hmm. It's like, not for nothing, I don't mean to be that guy. I really don't. And please forgive me. I don't want to go left. But we're going to keep it 100 because that's what we do. And thank you for reminding me that's what we do.
That's what we do.
If he looked like us, we would never even be so much as intrigued to hear another song.
Firstly, if he looked like us, he would be doing 47 years. That's the first thing.
True that.
He wouldn't have got a deal like that. It wouldn't be sweet like that. He might have got a deal, but it wouldn't be that. He'd at least be doing 10 years or more. So let's keep
I don't know
that
about that. I can't agree with that one. Do you have any comprehension of what he did to the level of what he did? Like, this man took down one of the most notorious sections of one of the most notorious gangs in all of the East Coast.
No, I appreciate what he did. I appreciate the magnitude, rather, of what he did. I still don't think that if his complexion were like yours and mine, that he would have got 2 years time served and skated because of coronavirus.
I think so. Just because of the sheer number of people.
I think he would have gotten a deal. I don't think it would have been that sweet.
I think so. Just off of the sheer number of people he took with him. I think so. But he would be super canceled. We wouldn't even want to tune in. My point is, if he looked like us, he'd be canceled up under the jet. We wouldn't even care. There'd be a whole campaign as soon as he came out. Like, yo, we're not listening to him. I don't care what he has to say. We as a people don't want to hear what he got to say. Like, there would be whole campaigns driven. Like, nobody did that.
That's fair.
That's all I'm saying. And I didn't mean to go left, people, but it's me.
I hear you, bro.
It's me.
Like in and out there.
Gotta go left, yo. Gotta go left.
Sometimes you gotta turn left, man. It's okay. So these are my surprises. I actually have a couple surprises. I couldn't really narrow it down, so I figured I'd just mention them all real quick.
Okay.
My surprise of the year, my main, probably my favorite surprise of the year, is Rock Marciano.
Okay.
Popping out with a surprise album, Mount Marcy.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about fourth quarter QB sneak.
I thought you were going to say Jay Elect finally sneaking out an album.
Actually, that's my other one. That's my second one.
Okay.
Is Jay Electronica actually dropping? Finally, 10 years later, or whatever, how many years it is. But Jay Elect finally dropping. Was definitely on my list. And also ELE2 finally dropping. And King's Disease dropping, and them all being good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised, very happy about it, enjoying the music. That's what I was surprised about, man.
Yeah. Is there while we're here, is there an artist that you think will surprise some folks for 2021? Like, oh wow. Like, who do you think is going to take it to the next level? Other than us, of course, because we both got some stuff.
Yeah, we're going to take it to the next level.
Other than us.
Arca is going to take it to the next level.
Man. NERDSoul, too. We about to have NERDSoul Network everywhere.
NERDSoul Network. NSN. There you have it.
I mean, I'm just saying, from your lips to God's ears, everybody can hear this.
From our lips to the heavens.
Straight up.
Yeah, to be super honest. Well, actually, Soul, I think. Soul. Ab-Soul. I was about to say no. I don't think. Actually, I did prematurely say no. No one's going to take it to the next level. But, I mean, that's barring like Kendrick. He always goes up a notch, or he always goes in a crazy direction. But I think the guy who surprises us next year is Ab-Soul.
Okay.
I think he finally does the album that people have been wanting since Control System.
Okay.
Like that album that takes, Kendrick had his early, he had Good Kid, and then that took him from here to
Yeah.
Q came next, you know, because he had a couple albums before that. He had Setbacks, Habits, and Contradictions, and he did Oxymoron. Eastside Johnny, he had his couple records, and then he did Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Ab-Soul's turn, I think.
You know, it's the fuck it. We going there. You started it. You know, it's the common link in all those people's cassettes.
Who's that? What's that? Who?
A dot verse or a dot feature.
Okay, do tell.
Q from.
So you're saying when Q went up for real, it was collard greens.
Thank you. When J-Rock went up for real, it was Win. Am I lying?
I'm not giving you Q, because that wasn't even the song that went the craziest on that album.
To us.
No, not to us. Actual number, quantifiable numbers.
Okay.
Man of the Year was the song that really went crazy.
Fam, the song that made him the man that he is Collard
Man
Greens.
of the Year.
Collard Greens, fam. Collard Greens, fam.
I'm not giving you that one.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going.
The point that I'm trying to make is,
so you got collard greens, you got Win, and then K Dot. So he doesn't need a feature. He's got a whole album of his own features. And so now Soul needs that K Dot feature to make it extra real so he can. That's what you're saying?
He's only been on the label for like ever.
He's got K Dot features. Come on, don't do that.
2?
I don't know, actually.
I want to say 2. And they haven't been on the track together other than like some black hippie shit. I'm talking about just them two in years.
It's been a long time.
So maybe well over a decade.
Yeah, I think so. It's been
so
hella long.
Everybody else got like, so can he get one?
Yeah, that would be nice. I think now's the time. Correction, it looks like you were right about collard greens. That does have the most YouTube views.
I'm sure. Sir, the one that put him.
But I never hear that song talked about. I hear Man of the Year talked about, but I never hear that talked about.
You hear Man of the Year talked about more because for some reason Man of the Year hit out there. Man of the Year hit out there.
It's a fire ass song.
It's a fire ass song. Don't get me wrong, but back east, like that one hit for some reason. Like there's always like the East Coast is always so We're gonna keep it a buck. The East Coast, especially that New York market, is so needy for that outside sound. Like, what's next?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What's that palatable sound from another region that we can rock with?
Okay.
Insert Man of the Year. Okay. That's why it kind of blew up out there. Collard Greens was the jam, though. They're both jams, don't get me wrong.
Of course.
But Collard Greens was the one that went. Pew.
Yeah, that went kind of crazy.
All right. That's all I'm saying. Like, where's.
I give you that one. I got to give it to
might want one. So might want to look. Zay might want to look.
Zay has the Kendrick feature, though.
Wait a minute. That's news to me because I'm not the biggest Zay fan.
Yeah.
So Zay has a dot feature?
On his album, on the Sun's Tirade.
And so don't. in 10 years.
Don't give me the lion. I don't know how many records.
Interesting. Interesting. Now, if Reason had a dot verse or a dot feature, it'd be like, yo, if I'm Soul, I might, fam.
You might feel away.
Hey, fam, I might feel away. Hey, Mr. Lamar.
Here's the thing we're not factoring.
Okay.
He may have plenty of dot features that didn't make the album.
Huh?
He may not have wanted a dot.
Huh?
He may not have wanted a dot.
Wait. Huh?
You don't think he has songs with Kendrick that didn't make an album?
So you made a song with Dot and didn't make the cut?
Listen.
No.
Listen. If you're Soul, you do not view Dot the way that me and you view Dot. He just a homie. You acknowledge his success, but he's just a homie. This is my man. This is my bro. Like, this is my brother. We started this thing with him. Like, this ain't, that's just Dot. This ain't like, yo, I got a Kendrick Lamar feature.
Whoa.
Ooh, I had to like really craft it to make it. Cause yo, this one, when they hear this.
I love how you accessorize that cape you wearing right now. I'm
just telling you.
I love how you accessorizing that cape right now, bro.
That's not the way. If Anwar HighSign had a K-Dot feature, it would be different. It would be like, yo, listen, don't tell nobody nothing. I'm about to show y'all something. You're not going to believe it. Ab-Soul is not going to do that. Ab-Soul does not view Kendrick that way. If you're freaking Hove's brother, if you're Jungle, matter of fact, that's what I was trying to search for, somebody who had a brother.
Okay.
If you're Jungle, you're like, yeah, my brother's incredible. Your expression about your brother is not like PL and Highsign's version of it. It's not like NERDSoul and Arc's version of it. It's not like, yo, that Nas joint. So yeah, Nas made some shit Sunday that was pretty fire. It was cool. I was in the studio with him. That's just your brother. You like, yeah, that's my brother.
Sir,
I'm with him every day.
At this point, for Soul, and I love Soul, but if K-Dot got on a Soul song and rapped the alphabet, I don't care if they went back and forth on some Jada and Styles with the alphabet and the numbers. If they drop that, fam, it's getting 10 million views on YouTube. It's getting streamed out there.
In 24 hours.
So what we talking about?
I'm saying that the likelihood of him having a Dot feature is altered by who Dot is in his personal life.
Okay. Well, what was that? Right. Just in? Can you repeat that, sir? All right. Let's go ahead and wrap that up. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that will be watching this. Like I said, like we both been saying, we just want to give you a nice little preview of what's to come for 2021. Everything you didn't know you needed coming to a platform near you for 2021. Shout out to our brother NERDSoul for putting this together. Shout out to my brother Anwar HighSign. Thank you for.
Shout out to my brother Parker P.L. Lewiz with a Z.
Thank you for seeing the vision, man.
With a Z, you got to
with a Z. Thank you for seeing the vision, fam. Shout out to our brother Arckatron as well. Shout out to all of our BVL fam. We really do love y'all. We appreciate y'all coming out. We hope to see y'all in 2021 as well, man.
You don't want to see it. It's gonna make you proud.
We gonna try, man. We gonna try. Like I said, man, come on to the dark side. All those guilty pleasure songs that you love to hear on the radio, but can't tell nobody that you like. Come on.
You can tell us.
You can tell us, man.
You can trust me, man.
We ain't gonna tell nobody, man. Your secret's safe here with us. It's right here. We're gonna hold it down for you.
Everything you didn't know you needed.
HighSign, I'm good. Do you have anything you want to add?
No, I think you buttoned it up perfectly. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for peeping us out.
Thank you again. Shout out to everybody watching or will be watching on the YouTubes. Everybody that will be listening on the I can't remember the name of the thing where you listen to the things on the thing with the podcast thing on the thing, you know, because
I think that's what it's called. You got it.
The Potimer thing, yeah, that thing. Mm-hmm. With the audio thing, yeah, the Potimer thing. Podcast. The hippopotamus app. Yeah.
Yo, put your notifications on, like, comment, share, all that stuff that we all tell you to do. We tell you to do it because it really helps us get the message out there to more people. Direct impact. So help us, and we're going to be able to keep bringing you content, if you want to call it content, amazing, entertainment, all that good stuff like that.
Man.
You know? And come check us out on the socials, man. You know, talk to us, let us know you're peeping us out.
Anwar HighSign, what's your social?
My social is Anwar HighSign, ANWAR HighSign, one word. Anwar on Twitter, Anwar_HighSign on Instagram, Anwar HighSign on all your DSPs where you're listening to all your MP3s. PL, Parker PL Lewiz. What are your socials? Where can they reach you?
You can find me at Parker, PARKER, PLLEWIZ. That is Parker PL Lewiz, Lewiz with a Z, as Arckatron likes to call it, Lewiz. He be trying to be funny. That's my brother. He be trying to be funny. Yeah, man. Parker PL Lewiz on all social media. Parker PL Lewiz on all streaming platforms. Go run them numbers up, man. From Dog to God 3 is out now. Anwar HighSign has Fleece out right now. Our brother Arckatron has the Space Bridge out right now. Go run them numbers up, man, because we too talented to just be sitting, man. We dope. We dope.
Too talented to be, you know what I'm saying?
We dope.
Word.
Like, we aight.
Nah, we more than alright. My hammer is flying. I don't know what y'all doing. My hammer is flying right now.
Okay.
House of Flying Daggers right now. So
talk your mess.
Fatal Flying Guillotine right now.
Liquid Sword.
Liquid Swords head ass right now. Yeah. Danny Trejo as Machete right now.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Looking forward to bringing y'all new content in 2021. Let's get it, man.
Love.
Peace and a wolf for you.